Okay.
So let's start by highlighting the key policies of this administration. You talk about fuel subsidy removal and floating of the naira, which the president has said has shown some confidence and promised that the economy would get better. On the other hand, the president is saying he's ready to solve the challenges and the myriad of problems facing the nation. How hopeful should Nigerians be on this?
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigeria. Before I dive into that, we should know who President Bola Tinubu is. We must know his past, because it's only when you judge about the past that you'll be able to build on the present, and you also futurerize what is coming in the near future. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as I know him, highly determined person, highly focused, a lion in his doing, very intelligent, and he has performed credibly well in Lagos State. Because if you want to tell me who somebody is, tell me his past activities. When he was a governor of Lagos State, that's what, that very period, Lagos was not Lagos. Lagos was one of the dirtiest cities in the world. And in terms of criminal activities, it came in at that very period. It came in and there was a lot of abuses, a lot of insulations. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what did he do? He assembled intellectual giants in Nigeria, moved to Eyigbeti, formulated policies that will be self-tested, that will be enduring, that will have future legacy. Eyigbeti blueprint was the one used to transform Lagos State as what it is today. And I can tell you presently that if successful governor for 25 years, they cannot finish the blueprint of Eyigbeti.
Interesting.
Very well. And even to take one of it, where we are sitting today, Eco-Atlantic, is one of the policies of this man.
All right. So it's now how Nigerians have reacted to this.
Definitely, when you I know what I'm talking about. I'm laying the premises. I'm laying the foundation. I want you to know when I'm talking about his policies. His policies, because Bola Tinubu is not a cosmetic change man. He's a man that believes in fundamental changes. He's a man that has very determined mind, and he wants to make sure that Nigeria enjoy like all other nations in the world. First, when he came in, what did he do? First, he removed the oil subsidies. And it generated a lot of controversies. But today, you can see the manifestation of what he did. Before, just take December for instance. Every December in Nigeria is a scarcity of fuel. People will be sleeping in the petrol stations. But this past December, you move into petrol station and come out. Now the price,
expensive.
Yes, the price of is expensive. There is nothing good that it will not be very expensive. So he moved in and stabilized the price, and you can see that the price is falling now. Now, before he became the president, I told people that when Bola Tinubu moved in, there are certain things he will not fail to do. And the first thing he did was to remove this oil subsidies. And there, you can see what he's doing now. The Port Harcourt refinery, people wrote it off, that it could never work in life. But today, we are enjoying it. Warri refinery is producing now. Kaduna refinery will soon come into operation. Dangote is producing. This oil is now, before you know it, the oil sector will become like the communication business that MTN.
All right. So, Honorable, if you're to evaluate the way the president has handled reactions from Nigerians as a result of, the ripple effect of removing fuel subsidy, how would you say the president has handled that?
Look, when you are determined, people criticize you. Please act like a dog with a bone, but the bone normally distract the dog. The dog want to gather the momentum and it drop the bone. So when you are criticizing, please, when you have a focus, please don't base on the criticism. Know what is good, and that is the Bola Tinubu for you. It's determined. Its criticism is good, because if you don't criticize, some aspects of policies may not be okay. Then you adjust, but you should not make that one to be the vote of contention. Focus on where you are going. At the end of the tunnel, there is going to be
all right, because
light.
you know, economic experts will always say the need to diversify the economy, reduce the cost of governance, and also improve revenue generation are panacea towards economic development. How much concentration would you say the federal government is paying to these different segments of reviving the economy?
Oh, thank you. We are talking about energy. You can say even electricity today, no matter what people will say, we are still enjoying electricity today, though it's expensive. The expensive,
and Nigerians are the ones suffering for it.
Nigeria are suffering for it.
Poor Nigerians, to be very specific.
Later, there is you don't have better thing, and you do not pay for it. Better thing, even in freedom, in Freetown, there is nothing free in Freetown. So once you want something very good, definitely you have to pay for it. I'm not saying that Nigeria are not suffering now, but when he came in, he met the economy in shambles, and the economy needs surgical operation. So what Bola Tinubu is doing now is to make surgical operation for the economy of Nigeria. And when you are performing operation, you know you have to feel pain, but after the pain, there is going to be comfort.
So Nigerians are saying how soon? Because the president continues to say, please be patient with me. You have also sat here to say later there would be some relief. Nigerians are saying how soon?
We have started enjoying it. We have started enjoying it before. It was so hard. But today, we have seen the manifestations of some of the policies, and it's yielding fruit. Like today, before, you can say the price of tomato, onion, and the rest of it in the market. But today it's dropping. The thing is dropping due to the concentration on the boosting of agricultural products in Nigeria. It's coming down. So then look at investment on infrastructure. That is a great thing. Right away from Sokoto to Badagry, from Lagos to Calabar, that's huge investment. And very soon you will see the huge of the multiplier effect of that policy alone. Nigeria will be laughing because it will attract foreign investors. You can imagine how many new towns and cities that will grow up from here to Calabar and from Sokoto to Badagry. Then what of security? That is one, the bottleneck of security now. Those will be eliminated by that first time. So Nigeria are trying. Before he came in, you can say score of deaths, bandits and the rest of it. They are reducing today. We are getting used to normal life. We were living borrowed life before. We were living what we call forced life before. But the reality is with us now. Manage what you have. So definitely that is what. Before, you will see people going on the street. When they see their friend, they will park the car and start the car will be running and they will be discussing. But today, it's no more like that very well. So if you are concentrating on what, if you don't need anything, you don't buy it now. If you are not going to a very important place, you just remain where you are.
So that's you talking about the cost of governance. How well would you say the president has fared in that regard? Because Nigerians continue to ask the president to address the lavish lifestyles of politicians, both appointed and elected. How well would you say the president has fared in that regard?
Thank you. Of recent, I heard the president saying that reducing the entourage, that's part of cutting down the expenses on the government. And if you know it, if you are not any ministry that is not viable today, they are going for it. So the reduction in either the politicians and the appointed or elected officers, people will criticize that, but we are running presidential system, and the cost of presidential system we know is very costly, and we have to.
Or because we made it so.
No. Even in America, they have just sawn in Dan Trump. You can see how much dollar that went in that swearing. You understand?
I do.
It's just because if our economy gear up now, definitely people will not talk like this. What the focus now is that how the economy will grow. So once you become a very comfortable person, then you will not be looking at the other person, what they are doing. But I know that Nigeria presently, they are feeling the pain, but like I normally say that very soon it will be okay.
So you do not think we should go back to parliamentary system of government?
No. Okay. I don't buy that idea.
All right.
Presidential system is still okay for Nigeria. Very, very much okay for
You've
Nigeria.
talked about infrastructure, and I'd like us to also talk about infrastructure deficits and how much or how well we've bridged that gap. But before then, talking about foreign direct investments, you and I know this plays a vital role in the economic development of any nation. In Nigeria, for instance, FDI has been one of the essential sources of capital for economic growth, job creation, even security and infrastructure. How well have we done?
Well, see, you can see the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can see how he's traveling here and there, meeting the investors, interacting with them, encouraging them to come to Nigeria. What the investors were afraid before was the issue of kidnapping, banditry, all these Boko Haram and the rest of it. But today we are investing seriously on our security personnel. So they are tackling this, and the president is using the opportunity of reduction in the kidnapping and the rest of insecurity in the country, talking to these people. For instance, look at Lagos State, see what we are doing in Lagos State. Now, Lagos State, economy of Lagos State is bigger than, is in fact, more than 5 countries in West Africa, and the 5th largest economy in Africa. It's because of our investment on the security. So, because of that now, people are moving in. People are definitely moving in. And Bola Tinubu is such a person that think fast. When Econet first came, invested only 4 billion. And within a very short time, he sold it off. We gained almost 15 billion. That's a huge amount of money. And that's exactly what he's doing now.
Yeah. So you think this is yielding the desired results?
Definitely yes. Definitely yes. Right. Definitely yes.
You know, one key message of the president to foreign investors is that Nigeria is safe and truly open for business. How favorable will you describe the business environment in Nigeria since Bola Tinubu assumed office?
That's a good question. You see, the moment you believe as a marketer, you should allow people to accept you before they accept your product. Okay. Bola Tinubu is selling the image of Nigeria to the foreigners, and definitely with what is going on now in Nigeria, the investors are having confidence. Really, the way you talk to them, the approach to most of these investors, he went to Saudi Arabia, all these OAU, some people. So they are making very frantic effort to come to Nigeria now because they know that there is a reduction and Nigeria is investing seriously on security. So when they come, definitely. And part of it is now, is this the tax reform that is introducing now. You know, it will favor the foreigner. It will favor the investors. It will favor them very well when it's fully implemented. Reduction in all the tendencies of profit and tax all day for all this encouragement for them. Right. They will definitely come.
Honorable, state governors have been accused of not doing enough for their citizens, and this is putting so much pressure on the federal government. Do you share the sentiments?
I won't deceive you.
Okay.
I'm a very blunt person in that. Definitely, yes. Not even state government alone. Not state government alone. We should start from local government. The local government are nearest to the people. Once they complement the effort of the federal government, federal government will be relieved of most of the burden. And they are having enough funds. So they should be very accountable and they should perform. They should take the interest of their citizens into the heart. They should work. They should work. I believe in that very statement. I believe seriously in it.
All right, Honorable, sadly we're out of time, but in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, I want you to talk to us about the responsibility President Bola Tinubu gave you in Alimosho.
Thank you very much. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Alimosho happened to be a very valuable constituency in Nigeria, the most populous constituency in Nigeria, and most politically sophisticated constituency in Nigeria.
Interesting.
The Alimosho local government determined the fate of any election in Nigeria. But something happened. We crumbled. The center could not hold again. Everything went astray. We failed woefully to deliver 2023 elections. It was a very painful gap. Bola Ahmed Tinubu invested seriously in bringing Alimosho to what it is today. And failure in elections should not be the one to repay him. And as a result of that, now the assignment given to me is to rebuild the confidence he had in us. And that's what I'm doing now, seriously. That Alimosho should regain past glory.
So what kind of engagement are you having with your people?
Every day now, my office has been turned to Mecca. We are engaged people right away from all segments of the society. The League of Imam, the Khan, Iyaloja, Babaloja, artisans, CDC, CDA, and we did one very massive rally meeting for Alimosho that we have never had that kind of a thing before. I've been talking to warring factions so that we can unite. And division will not allow us to be focused. So, but now that I'm on the aim of affair, by the special grace of God, we will regain.
So you're telling the president you're capable of delivering
by
this
the special grace of God.
Right.
I even promised Mr. President that coming 2027, by that very time, Nigeria will be begging Mr. President to come back.
All right.
But Alimosho as a whole, we will not give him less than 1 million votes.
All right, we look forward to that, and I wish you the very best, Honorable. Thank you so much for joining us on Politics Tonight. Honorable BC Yusuf, former chairman, Ayoboy Kwaja, LCDA, former member, Lagos State House of Assembly. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at 12:30 midnight. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News and at Olajumoke using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. I'll see you again tomorrow.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
They asked me how I came this far. I told them I had to sweat. Sweat is chasing your dreams. Sweat is never giving up. Sweat is action, but can also bring germs. That's why I use Dettol Cool Soap with 5 degrees cooling sensation. Summer heat brings body odor, but Dettol Cool protects you from 99.9% of illness-causing germs and keeps you fresh.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
It's ShopX Bonanza time.
ShopX TV is thrilled to offer an exclusive giveaway of up to 30% on the amazing CookX Air Fryer Oven from now till January 31st, 2025. Our incredible CookX 10-in-1 Air Fryer Oven that makes all the amazing fried food you love with 80% less fat normally retails for 299,950 naira. But call the number on your screen now and get it for just 199,950 naira, which is a whopping 100,000 naira off. Amazing! The incredible 12-liter oven that offers 75% more space for cooking than traditional air fryers. Stay tuned and learn about the amazing free bonus items included with the CookX Air Fryer Oven. Say goodbye to unhealthy, greasy food and hello to nutritious, delicious meals. Its easy-to-use digital display and preset cooking functions take the guesswork out of meal preparations. The CookX Air Fryer Oven is a 12-liter powerhouse that can fit a whole chicken and feed the entire family. Air-fried chicken, corn, and tasty fish, and all made with little to no oil. Here is exciting news. You can air-fry rotisserie. Regular rotisseries have no airflow. It's crisper on the outside and so much juicier on the inside. The CookX Air Fryer Oven replaces a deep fryer, a rotisserie oven, a dehydrator, an oven, a toaster oven, and a microwave. It features a state-of-the-art touchscreen with 10 presets. The CookX Air Fryer Oven is easy to wipe.
I'm happy, my husband is happy, and of course I have a happy home. From my grilling on check, to my frying on check, to my baking on check.
You could be paying 299,950 naira for the CookX Air Fryer Oven, but call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get it on the ShopX Mega Bonanza deal for 199,950 naira. The CookX Air Fryer Oven comes with a drip tray and a grill tray. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get not one, not two, but 3 bonus items valued at 50,000 naira for free. Bonus number 1, an extra large rotating stainless mesh basket, amazing for French fries. Bonus number 2, our stainless rotisserie fork. It's perfect for restaurant-style rotisserie chicken. Bonus number 3, stainless steel food handle. Get the CookX Air Fryer Oven in 2 easy payments of 99,975 naira. Pay twice to get this innovative kitchen appliance. This offer is for a limited time only. We will also deliver the CookX Air Fryer Oven to your door for free.
The preceding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Shipper, where we continue to explore the inner workings of the Nigerian Shippers Council. Over the next few episodes, we'll delve into the various departments and units that make up the council, shedding light on their responsibilities and services in their quest to fulfill the mandate of this all-important parastatal of the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. Today's focus is on the complaints unit, what it does, its role in the council's operations, and its impact on stakeholders. We'll also have Idu Ogungbemi joining us for the Titbit segments with updates from local and international maritime scenes. Stay tuned as we go on a short break.
For more than 5 decades, we have empowered and protected the interests of shippers in the nation's maritime industry. Our focus is to facilitate trade, regulate tariffs and rates, as well as handle shippers' complaints on cargo losses, damage and non-delivery. We offer dispute resolution mechanism for shipping and trade disputes between shippers and service providers. We are Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigeria's port economic regulator, your gateway to a thriving maritime sector. Nigerian Shippers Council will meet you at the port of your need.
Welcome back to The Shipper, proudly brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council, the nation's port economic regulator. Abike Ido is my name. In 2014, the council was designated as Nigeria's port economic regulator under the federal government's reform agenda. This strengthened its capacity to drive economic development by moderating costs and addressing cargo transport challenges, ultimately contributing to positive trends in the nation's economy. Having fed you with this starter, let's dive into the main meal with Lucy Iyambi.
Though multifaceted in its structure, the Nigerian Shippers Council's activities can broadly be grouped into 4 categories based on their functions. Port Economic Regulator, ensuring fairness in tariffs and charges for operations within the nation's ports. Shippers Representation, advocating for shippers' interests in their dealings at the ports. Information and Research, collating, analyzing, and providing data-driven insights into port operations. Shippers Support, offering advisory and educational services to shippers, shipping line operators, and other service providers at the ports. The Assistant Director and Head of the Complaints Unit, Dr. Bashir Ambi, provided insights into the unit's workings under the Council's Port Economic Regulatory mandate.
Nigerian Shippers Council, prior to our regulatory functions, we are to protect the interests of the Nigerian shippers at that time. In addition, now we are the port economy regulator of the country. Anything that has to do with shipping, logistics, and transport, grievances are usually unavoidable. Complaints are inevitable. How do we manage such complaints? You can see the collaboration. As a result, there must be a unit that will be handling any complaints that could arise from the stakeholders. In summary, that is why this unit is. We are to amicably resolve, intervene, and resolve complaints from stakeholders. As an unbiased umpire in the industry, Shippers Council established this unit to ensure that we resolve stakeholders' complaints.
Dr. Ambi also highlighted the unit's milestone achievements in 2024, including resolving numerous complaints amicably through alternative dispute resolution principles, thus adding significant value to the nation's economy.
How much were we able to save the economy in 2024? The amount saved the economy was from January to 31st of December, complaints unit was able to save the economy 773-593-972-333. So how do we achieve this money if there is no assistance from the management? Then a level playground was created by the management. We have support. We've been trained to handle all manner of complaints once it is not criminal.
The head of the complaints unit attributed the success of the unit recorded in the past year to the unwavering support it has received from the NSC boss.
Primarily, we report to the chief executive. And you can see the thinking, the principle behind reporting to the chief executive is that it enhanced delivery of our investigation. It facilitated that. You don't need to go through all the bureaucracy you report to organ. And you may know the reason why we have been achieving all the successes through is because there has never been interference from the management. Honestly speaking, document come here, no interference.